All right, everyone. Hello, hello. This is Kristin. She has graciously come to help train all of us. Corporate thought enough of her to train the entire company. So she led this at regionals in Dallas, and she absolutely killed it. She is amazing. She is a gold ambassador. She has not even been with the company very long at all. At the end of 2019 is when she joined, and she just has flown through the ranks. Her team is amazing. She is amazing. She loves people well. And honestly, she gets nothing out of doing this. She gets nothing out of talking to us tonight. We do not make her any money. Zero, nada. And she has just come to love on us and to tell us, what she's doing, how she's found success, and how she closes the deal and teaches her teams how to close the deal. So thank you, Kristin, for joining us and coming and just loving on us when you don't have to, and take it away.
Oh my goodness. Look who's talking, Holly. I swear, I feel like Holly and I could be the same person. I think Holly and I have kind of grown to have this little relationship because I think her and I we both lead our teams and our business with heart in the front. And I just love that about y'all's leader. You guys are so blessed to have Holly. She leads with her heart, and that's what I identify with people. I love to pride myself on I finally have this dream team because I feel like I have surrounded myself with people who truly lead with their heart. And I just love that about Holly and y'all's leader. She's the exact same way. So I am going to share my screen and just kind of share. You're going to see it's going to say, oh, Holly, do you mind putting me as someone who can share? So just a little bit about me. You guys are so blessed to have Holly. And that accent, it just kills me. Sweet Alabama. So I'm in Dallas. I don't know where you guys are from, but I am in Dallas. So there's the Dallas, Texas. So Holly and I both got to hear each other talk last month. And that's when I really was like, whoa, like I am blown away by you. And I know that she was like, can you talk with my team too? So just a little bit about me. Yes, I did. I joined back in September. I wasn't looking for another opportunity like this. However, I was going to go back to teaching this year, and I knew that was inevitable. My cute little redheaded daughter right there starts kindergarten in my dining room tomorrow, which is insane. I can't even wrap my brain around what's happening. But I knew that when she started kindergarten, I was going to have to go back to teaching. And so I wasn't looking for anything else like this, but I swear Q kind of just fell in my lap and found me. And when I saw all the things, the products, the comp plan, the leadership, you guys know all the things now, I was like, I'm going all in. Like I couldn't help but go all in. And so I joined. I jumped on a plane a few days later, literally all by myself. I didn't know. I actually joined a stranger. I didn't know her. And I went to convention 4 days later, all by myself. And I'm telling you guys, it changed my life. I want to say that I don't know where you are in your life and with what you can do. If convention is even something that's like haunting you and you're thinking, I want to go, but do I go? Go. I'm telling you, convention changed my life back in September. If you can't be there because of what's going on in the world, get that virtual ticket, dedicate those 2 days to literally being on the calls, being with anybody that you can bring to your house or go sit somewhere. Make it a priority. Literally don't let distractions get around you, whatever you can do, because I am telling you, the convention almost 1 year ago today changed my life. I came home from that convention so full of belief that like I didn't care if you told me no. I didn't care if you did this or that or this. I was like, nothing will get in my way. And so it's been a crazy ride. I went silver in 3 months. I feel like I can't even brag about that anymore because Holly came in and she's like, oh, I went gold in 90 days. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I was all proud of silver in 90 days. But it's been a crazy ride and I'm so blessed. So I was really excited to share about closing. I get this question asked a lot. And so if you guys will bear with me, I shared this video it at Dallas Regional, and I kind of still want to share it tonight if you guys can bear with me, because I don't know if Holly used that picture. She was like, send me a picture. And I'm like, doing this one, like, just put that one in there. I'm just like a big goofball 24/7. And when I saw this video, it really was something that I was like, I want to start my presentation off with this, because I'm going to be honest, I think this is a big part of closing. And so if you guys can bear with me, we're going to watch a 3-minute video on how to close, or just how closing is like dating. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that. Can you all hear that?
Super chatty. I lead the conversation, ask all the questions. So my problem is that I'm still single, and I'm basically leave dinner, leave whatever, and they know everything about me, and I know nothing about them. What do I do to stop, like, let there be silence in the conversation and not have it be so, like, awkward, and be comfortable with silence, and basically just not babble the whole time?
No, stop calling it silence. It's called listening.
Yeah.
I can tell. This is a new concept.
Yeah, I don't listen well.
Yeah, you don't like to listen?
Well, I mean, I'll listen, but like you have to have something to say, like something good to say.
Yeah, but if you're talking, even if I have something good to say, if I can't get it in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Did the light bulb just go on? She just went, oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
you're right.
Yeah, see, the key to a great conversation is if you can do the majority of the listening, then you got a great conversation. Because like you say, a guy walks away at the end of the day, he knows everything about you, you know very little about him. Your objective as a woman at the end of the day is to get as much information as you can so you can make a decision.
Right.
Don't let him make all the decisions. You give up all the information, he gets to make a decision.
Yeah. Because then I always leave and I'm like, oh, I'm over him. Because like he was boring probably.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this as Christian as I can. You just talk too damn much. You're going to have to listen, sweetheart. You're a pretty girl. You just got to listen. That's all. Guys love to talk. I tell my daughters all the time, ask a man the same question, rephrase it, ask him each question 3 times. Watch what happens. Because if he's lying, I swear to you, he's going to switch that answer 3 times. I swear to you. I promise.
So what I love about that is when he says, 1, you're giving up too much information, and 2, you just talk too much. It really is about listening to your prospect, asking the questions, listening to them. So the principles of closing, before we talk about the 3 principles, some of these things that I'm sure you guys feel all the time is, I feel like I'm being salesy. This is just uncomfortable, or I can't get a yes. I don't know what to say. How do I even know when to move on? So let's talk about the 3 principles of closing. Number 1, the closing process begins with the very first interaction with your prospect. They are simply asking, can I do this? So I want you to remember, the less you say, the more you make. If someone comes to you and asks you a question about a product, about the business, about any of the things, I want you to remember to not say a lot and follow the system. Our system is amazing. Hey, what product should I take for XYZ? Hey, let me send you this video, or let me share this testimony with you. But really who we need to talk to is Holly, Jessica, Carrie, whoever that leader is. You're gonna just follow the system, because when they see what you do, they're gonna realize, can I do this? If you go back to them and you know all the things, oh, this product is gonna work, and this is gonna help, and this business is gonna help, and blah, 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 they're gonna say, well, I can't do what she does. So the very first time that you start talking, they're literally looking and saying, can I do this? The second principle is people truly are not looking for products or opportunities. Nobody is sitting around right now thinking, oh man, I really wish that Holly would reach out to me and talk to me about those products that she's sharing or this business opportunity. It's truly not the case. They're looking for a solution to their problem. So most network marketers spend 99% of their time on the what and the how. So you're simply thinking, our hemp is better because, our comp plan is better because, our clinical studies are there, which is amazing. We have scientific studies. Trust me, it's amazing, but you need to slow down, take your time, and focus on their why. Instead, become a service mindset, not this salesy mindset. So back in January, when we had convention, I was so honored and it was so appropriate. I was given this award from Brooke Lloyd, and she had these cute little things that she passed out, and it was like a name that she gave everybody. And she said that my name was a servant mindset. And I loved it because honestly, that is how I've always treated my business. I don't treat it like, how am I going to close the deal? How am I going to sell to you? I have always treated it like, how can I serve you? Or she called it a servant heart, not servant mindset. So servant heart. If you come at it like, how can I truly serve you and help you? I'm telling you, it can change everything. So slow down, take the time to get to know your prospect. When you focus on serving others, you no longer, hold on, I have to move this. You no longer have that fear of bothering people. How many times have you been like, oh, I don't want to message them, I don't want to talk to them, I can't follow up with them, because you're thinking I'm going to be bothering them? If you focus on serving them, how you can truly help them, that will completely remove that mindset. Let them know you like them. Literally, make them feel good. I message people all the time. I just recruited a really amazing influencer like a week and a half ago, simply because I looked at her Facebook page and I messaged her and I said, girl, like your Facebook page is amazing. Like I wanted to like everything that you did. You were absolutely so fun to follow. Like I cannot wait to get to know you more. Like your page is so fun to follow. Guess what? She signed up and joined me 48 hours later. Compliment people, love on people, ask them questions as well, and have confidence, but don't be that crazy first date girl and be desperate, okay? Let them know you like them, but don't be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, all over them, because that is going to be pathetic. Like how many guys want to go on a first date with a girl and then they are like, follow up that night, follow up the next day, follow up 2 days later. He's going to be like, yeah, no thanks, not interested. What I like to do in those situations is when you're following up, don't even talk about you. Literally, just follow up and say, hey girl, like, oh my gosh, your kids look so cute on the first day of school. How are you doing? Literally, care about people and don't be like crazy person. So the third principle is, when done properly, closing should always be a demonstration of caring. It has nothing to do with the perfect script. It has everything to do with love and service. And so even today, I had someone reach out to me and she's like, and this happens. Somebody will join you and they just don't do the things. Even if you pre-qualify them, even if you ask all those questions and they say, yes, 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 they may not do all the things. And so she came to me and she said, you know, what should I do? And I said, well, what are her pain points? What was her why? Go back to that. Same with closing. What are their pain points? What's their why? Really, like I said, ask those questions in the beginning so that you know it. Before I have any Fab Fives, I have my brand new ambassador come and before that Fab Five, they will tell me who is getting on the call, why they're getting on the call. Sally's getting on, she's dealing with sleep. Betty's getting on, she's dealing with anxiety. Susie's getting on, she needs to make extra income because of XYZ. We will always know that before a Fab Five. So really ask those questions so that you can know how to close them, because you really just care about them. Honestly, just care about, okay, Sally's not getting a good night's sleep. How can I help Sally? That is what your focus should be. Okay, so questions to ask yourself. Why am I reaching out to them? Why do I care about this person? And why is it important for me to help solve their problems? I get asked often, Kristin, what should I say? And I 99.9% of the time respond with, well, why do you want to reach out to that particular person? And they'll tell me, well, Sally is super influential. Like every time she makes a post on social media, everybody's all over it. She's the baseball guru mom, whatever it is. And I'm like, okay, cool, say that. That's all you have to do. I love to say edify them as well. Edify your leader, but edify them at the same time. Talk to them and say, like, oh my gosh, you've got to hear what I'm up to. I love you. I love following you on social media. I love being in a room with you. You're my favorite baseball mom to sit next to. Whatever that is, you've got to hear what I'm up to, because listen, I've met this girl, Holly, and she's a 6-figure earner in 3 months, which is like unheard of. But whatever that is, why are you wanting to reach out to that particular person? So your prospect is scared. Guess what? They're thinking they're not going to have support. I will say, being in this industry, I've seen a lot of people who have joined and not had any support. Welcome to the team, kicked out of the nest. They don't have any support, and they're terrified of that. So your prospect is scared they're not going to have any support. Remind them you're going to be there for them to support their business and health journey. I literally message my brand new ambassadors pretty much every day, and I'm like, I'm here for you. What do you need from me? I want you to know that I'm here. Who can I help you with? I always let them know that, and I tell them before they even join me that they are going to have my support 100%, and they're going to get to follow our system, and that I'm going to be the one that's doing most of the work for them. They need to understand also that you truly want to help them build a better life for them through our business or products. Again, you're going to hear me say this all the time. Let them know you care about them and you're going to help them any way you can. I have a new ambassador and she's scared to death. And I'm like, girl, I got you. Don't you worry. I'm your person. I'm going to help you every step of the way. And it has been a slow process with her, but she's blossoming. And it's been so incredible to watch because I literally reach out to her on the daily. I'm here. I'm here for you. We're going to do this. I support her. I encourage her. So let them know prior to them joining, you are going to hold their hand every single step of the way. Establish balance from the beginning. This will establish trust. Hold on, let me take this up. This will also lower the resistance. So what do I mean about balance? This lets them know that like you're not super desperate. So for example, Sally, I'm here. I'm not here to sell you or convince you. It's important you know that I want to make sure that Q is a fit for you and you are a fit for Q, because it is so important that we are always pre-qualifying. It truly is. Learn from me. I've been with the company for 11 months. I've seen a lot of people join that weren't pre-qualified properly. And it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work for you. And so let's be honest, you want to create that balance and make sure that they are also a good fit for your team. And when you do that, that's actually going to relieve that feeling of being pressured to join you. Always close to the prospect's goals. Make it a mission to figure out their goals from the very beginning. Again, like I said, I have people reach out to me often and say, this person hasn't closed or whatnot. And I say, what are their pain points? Go back to that. And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, you gotta get their pain points from the very, very beginning. I mean, I know now, one of my new ambassadors, her pain points is she just wants to go travel. Cool. So I'm going to close to that every single time. So use future scoring on a scale of 1 to 10. Hey, like how important is it that you get to go travel like we talked about? Okay. Most no's are because they have disbelief in themselves. Remind them of the system. If they are scared, remind them. you have a system and a golden gift to give them where literally they aren't going to have to do that much. They're just going to literally play connector. You are just going to remind them, hey, you're going to connect your people to me. I'm here to hold your hand. People are scared. It's a scary decision to decide to run this business. Still no? Totally okay. Do what your heart is telling you. I believe in you. I want you to reach your goal of getting to travel all over the world. I know working together we can make it happen, but I want you to know I'm going to care about you no matter what you decide. Seriously, if someone messaged me that, I'd be like, oh, I love you. Like, that was the sweetest thing ever. But that doesn't happen. I get poached all the time, and nobody tells me they care about my goals. Like, nobody had reached out to me and said, I want you to be able to stay home as a teacher. If somebody really cared about that, I would have been like, I kind of think I like this person. So, handling common objections. So I love the feel, felt, found method. Do not get me wrong. I don't know if you've heard about feel, felt, found. If you haven't, write that down if you're taking notes and go search it on YouTube. That is one of my favorite ways to handle common objections, but this is going to be a little bit of a different way as well. But you need to be a consultant and learn to listen, bite your tongue, and be okay with silence. So I'm serious when I say bite your tongue. I learned this a few years ago. If you guys have watched me on social media or have seen me in a room, I talk way too much. That's just who I am. And so I've literally had to learn to physically bite my tongue for a reminder to listen. So when I ask a question, I literally, if you see me sometimes, I'll sit there and bite my tongue because I have to learn to truly listen to people because it is so important that you're always listening to them. Okay, we've got money objection. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have the money. Are they really broke? Are they truly broke? Or one, do they have the money? They're just not interested. Or they don't have the money and they actually are interested. Just ask the question. Ask, bite your tongue, and listen. Totally fine to just be like, okay, cool, Sally. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Like, are you truly broke? Because I would love to help you if that's the situation. Or you're just saying that so you don't hurt my feelings. And just open up that line of communication. If they're like, no, really, I just don't have the money right now, but this sounds like something I want to do. Cool, pre-launch them. If they're serious, you're going to see that they're serious, and you can talk about, cool, we're going to get you builders so we can spit out that investment pretty quickly. Time objection. Make sure you're using that system. I'm sorry, I'm just so busy, I don't have the time. Okay, ask questions. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. What's going on? Bite your tongue and listen. Teach them the simplicity of our system. Listen, Sally, you need to know something. Q has given us a golden opportunity. You and I are going to work together. It's going to be your contacts and like mostly my time. Let them know that you're going to be the one that's helping with all of their people. And then, well, we always get salesperson. Oh, I can't do that. Uh-oh. The problem is in the situation is you probably talk too much. Your job, Brandon Stevens said this a few months ago. I loved this. Your job is simply to say 5%, and the third-party tool or your edified upline is literally going to say 95%. Ask the questions. Remember, ask questions.
Did she freeze and go away? Did her internet fall out?
You guys there? Can y'all hear me now? You guys, my husband has invested so much money on making our internet better in the past month because we are all like doing the things, and it's worse. I'm like, what just happened? I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm almost done, I promise. Let me share my screen again. Okay. All right, you're gonna wanna make sure you figure out their goals, like I said, and always go back to their goals. So how do you handle a no? I hear this a lot. Are you a hobbyist? Do you get discouraged by the no's? Do you think you get one shot and you act different towards that prospect? You move on and you never contact them again. Somebody told you no and you're like, bye, bye Felicia. You don't ever talk to them again. The recruiting process truly begins with a no. And if you hear anything I say tonight, this is one of my most important things. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you get a no from someone and you don't ever talk to them again. I get messages probably on the daily from people that want me to try their products. And then I say politely, no, thank you. And they don't even respond to that and never contact me again. That is the worst thing you can do for your business. The recruiting process truly begins at the no. Get it? Get that no. Let them tell you no, and then message them about something other than cute. Comment on their post. Pick up the phone and call them and ask how they're doing through what's going on in the world, whatever that relationship is. Literally, do not ghost them, especially if they ghost you. Even if they don't tell you no and they ghost you, don't ghost them because they ghost you. It literally begins at the ghost or the no. Takeaway method. How many of you guys have literally been like, okay guys, it's time to go take our stuff to the donations shop, or we're gonna do a garage sale, and all of a sudden you pick up a toy they haven't played with for a year and they're like, oh, no, that's the toy, oh my gosh, it's my favorite toy. That's called the takeaway method. Sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is to let them off the hook and let them know that maybe this just isn't for them, okay? Sally, if you don't know 100% by now, then maybe really this just isn't for you. I can probably guarantee you're gonna get a response to that conversation. They're gonna be like, oh, wait, she just took it away from me? Are you kidding? Or they ghosted you. How many of you have been ghosted and they don't respond to you? Okay, they ghosted you. You've done a few follow-ups. Let them know, hey, just letting you know, I don't want to be that annoying person. I'm just gonna scratch your name off my follow-up list for the time being, okay? Sometimes, most times, they're gonna say, oh, I'm so sorry, the timing has just been crazy. I really do wanna learn more. When you take it away, you'd be very surprised how people are like, what? Then, still get to know, it's okay. Love them, understand them, remind them of their goals. Totally fine, Sally. Totally fine. Like I really just wanted to help you get to travel the world like we talked about. But you know, if the timing's not right, that's totally okay. Guys, timing may not have been right 6 months ago. It may be amazing right now. Right now with what's going on in the world, timing may just not be right, but in 6 months, it may be right. Just love them through it, okay? I really hope you are going to find something to help you with getting to travel the world, because you truly deserve that. If there's anything I can do at all to help you, just let me know. How much better does that feel when you can just love on people, care about people? 30-day follow-up, write it in your calendar. You're gonna follow up with that person in 30 days. Hey, Sally, hope you're all well. I was thinking about you the other day. I came across this article about this girl traveling the world. I know the last time we spoke, you were looking to be able to do that. I sure hope you got to find something that's gonna help you do that. Just wanted to follow up and say, hey, love you, girl. That's all you gotta do. Just love on people, love on people. Okay, last thing and I'm done. And thank you for bearing with me. I'm so sorry my computer completely crashed. With each interaction with someone, you are either making a deposit into your relationship account or you're making a withdrawal. So just listen, care, and serve people. Just love on people. That is all I can stress. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys are having a good evening. I hope you guys are going to survive virtual school or homeschool, in person, whatever that looks like. So thank you, guys.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I mean, I've got a whole thing of notes right here because it's just so good to hear. You know, a lot of times we're leading things but you don't know to go back. You know these things, but then for somebody to tell them to you, you just need to go back and hear it and take notes and be reminded. Okay, let me put this into perspective, and this is how we really need to relate to other people. We're not selling a product. So we're really building relationships and listening to people. So thank you. It's recorded, and I will send it out to everyone that needed it. And I hope you have a good night. I will talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.